Alright, I want to give a quick update as to what I've been up to here. I've made a lot of different extensions on what I had before. I added the ability to be able to swap out the player to different things pretty quickly. So let me go ahead and give you a preview. So here is the regular guy. I made some changes to how it looks like when you get hurt. I'm going to be making a bunch of different variations. I haven't settled in on exactly what I want it to look like when you get hurt, but I did do that. I removed the animation from the swing here because now I'm going to be kind of move in favor of having just collision masks instead of having the animation on that layer. And we're just going to combine the animation to the actual sprite, if that's fine. And we're just going to, have the animation playing as a part of the sprite instead of being two separate things. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's that. And I mean, everything else that you've seen is still working. Obviously, I don't have a lot of these animations, so these look a little silly. Like the ledge grab, for example, or the ducking or crouching, and the crouch walking. Obviously, I don't have all those. Same thing with the ledge grab. But once I have that, it'll look good. I've been looking at how to extend my player's attack. I made a lot of improvements on the player attack. Before the animation wasn't finishing, you were able to move before the animation was over, and kind of overhauled that. There was no different animations depending on whether you're falling or rising or anything like that. So I extended it to be able to handle all those different circumstances. We can have different animations depending on whether you're rising or falling, and gonna make way for some combos. Also, I thought it'd be cool to have ways to be able to have the entire sprite but look damaged. So, and I thought it might be cool to have a different player or a skin or something like that. So I was playing around with that. I found some assets online. I threw them in here and played around with a new technique that I've got here, creating structs and a constructor. So I popped in here player number 2. I'm going to go ahead and swap this over instead of having 100% figured out how to make this, do exactly what I want. But for really quick prototyping, just going to show you what I'm working on here. I figured out how to make it so that the sprite is kind of wherever I want, and the only thing that really matters is the mask. So you can see here the mask is perfectly aligned, but the players can be whatever I want it to be. And that's kind of what I settled on for this. But I was just playing around, making it look, semi-decent. I also played around with giving it a crouch animation, a crouch walk animation, see what that looks like, and see what it looks like when you, jump around and land and just grab. And it looks pretty good. I think it's pretty convincing. So I think once we have all the different assets, once we add it, it'll look really good here. Also, I played around with being able to have different attack animations. So we have like this basic one here. When you jump, you can have that animation. And when you're falling, you can have that animation. So different animations depending on the different circumstances. I'm also going to extend it so we can have combos. So 1, 2, 3. And I've also made space so that in the combo, I can also move my player as he's doing the combo. If we want. Like, how when we attack, there's a slight pause where the player is not able to move. It's very, very slight, but and so during a combo, maybe he moves like a step forward for the first combo, a little bit for the second, and then the third, So we can have forward momentum with those combos. And I've made room for it in the programming here, in the back end. So all that stuff has been added. Just wanted to give you a quick update, keep you updated, show you that, haven't forgotten. I'm still working on everything. And yeah, we know how to swap sprites now, make different versions of the same character, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, hope all is well. Hope your holidays are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.